Hello everyone, this is Hamin and welcome to a new video. Today it is on the 24th of February on Monday. Since I got the last rejection email from an agent who asked me for updating my portfolio, I have drawn 4 additional illustrations. These 4 art pieces are illustrated in a new experimenting style. I think they are less cute, but I believe it is close to more children's illustrations. These 4 art pieces are illustrated in a new experimenting style. I believe they are now less cute compared to what I have drawn in the past. I'm still using the same brushes that I've been using, but the drawing method is a bit different than usual. I think this new drawing style is showing the texture of the brushes way better. I really like the traditional technique, such as crayons and pencils. They are my favorite mediums to see in the printed art. In my updated portfolio, I drew 2 illustrations of children activities. I really wish anyone who got to see these 2 illustrations to feel nostalgic and very related to their memories in their childhood. In the other 2 illustrations, I drew several friendship stories with supernatural creatures. The one is more connected to Western background, and the other one is more inspired by Asian background. Now I'm thinking of adding 2 or 3 extra illustrations in this portfolio. 1 or 2 of them will be black and white illustrations, and that's what I'm going to do for this week.
For this illustration, I've been considering of drawing an adventure story, but I'm gonna stick to an Asian background to show where I'm originally from to the audience who will get to see my portfolio. And then I came up with an idea of illustrating a magical city in the hidden place. I think the location under the water in the darkest part of the ocean sounds fascinating. When I was drawing the initial ideas in my sketchbook, underwater palace came across my mind. And then when I was designing the layout of the city, I tried to get inspired by some stuff from South Korea, such as the layout of the capital city, which is Seoul, the traditional buildings, and the structure of their hierarchy. For the main building, which is the palace, I got inspired by particularly the oldest and the primary palace in Korea. It's called Gyeongbokgung.
It is 7:50 p.m. I think I finished this sketch around at 4 p.m. Personally, I really like this kind of a concept and illustrating this kind of a story and theme. I love exploring new countries, new cities, and new places where I've never been to before. Likewise, I have a similar feeling when I draw new themed illustration. Sometimes I found it challenging only because I don't draw that particular theme often. However, one of the positive things that I found is that drawing illustrations with unfamiliar themes makes me feel like I'm also traveling to the world that I have never explored before. It's not just because the way how the idea looks like visually on the paper, but I really enjoy the process of polishing the ideas to make the final artwork. I love researching a new theme, a new concept, and trying to find the new inspirations and making initial drafts in my sketchbook and looking at my sketchbook spreads. As I said earlier, this illustration will be black and white this time. I really hope to finish this portfolio project as soon as possible, hopefully by early March or at least on the 15th of March. After then, I want to restart contacting to the agent. Happy Thursday. I was doing a little bit of research about the picture book, and I was aware that most picture books have 32 pages. I believe it is the most common. It is the standard length. I also have heard multiples of 8 are possible, like 16 pages, 24 pages, 40 pages, or even bigger pages. But the thing that I've never realized is that the total number of pages has to include the end sheet, copyright information, dedication, title page, and the pages of the story. Currently, I'm looking at my storyboard, and the number of the pages of my story looks like 40 pages. Then when I get to the stage where I have to make a book dummy, I think it'll end up being awkwardly 44 or 45 pages. So I was researching on Google to find out if it is okay to make more than 32 pages. Additionally, the multiple of 8. I'm gonna share some information that I found so far. So for new authors, 32 pages is usually recommended. It is not a strict rule, but because of the printing efficiency, cost effective, and most publishers prefer to stick to this standard page. There might be some exceptions, but I found that it is a very rare case. Now, I see some potential issues in my current book project. If I just leave it and ignore it, and just keep continuing working on it, I think it'll be very tough to reconstruct my story. When someone tells me a critical feedback, then I'll be like, I'll remember today. I'm going to leave some note and thoughts, like giving some feedback to myself. While I'm doing this, I'm going to try to work out what pages can be merged and what illustrations can be skipped. Happy Friday! Earlier this morning, I finished the line work of the illustration in black and white, and then I just realized I think it is a bit hard to see this magical city under the water at a glance if you don't take a close look. So if you happen to draw another black and white illustration, I want to draw the characters exploring the city. I want to draw the majestic background. Also, I think I can invite some giant fishes. Or for another idea, if I want to draw a bit dark and mysterious side of the city, I think I can explore this bottom side. Happy Sunday everyone! Today's goal is just to finish this black and white illustration, and then I want to fix my Crayon email. I don't want to make a busy plan, but I just want to have a slow, relaxing Sunday. I feel like I had a really productive February to fix my portfolio. Every time I tried to finish an illustration as soon as possible to begin a new illustration for this project. I cannot wait to finish this portfolio project, and I'm super excited to show my updated portfolio to the agent that I contacted previously. I used to feel like being stuck in somewhere and not growing until the middle of last year, and sometimes I felt like empty and not very motivated to do an art. My goal used to be growing social media channels to develop my art brand since 2018 when I made a milestone of 70,000 plus followers on Instagram in 2023. I used to feel like it was a very big achievement. I used to feel very proud of it at the time because I saw the milestone and it didn't change my life dramatically. I think I expected too much. I realized that can't be my goal anymore. As an illustrator in the position of marketing had kept telling me as an illustrator what to draw to improve the performance of the content. I found that social media could limit my creativity as a negative effect. Since I got interested in this children's book industry, I have researched a lot about literary agents, illustrators, and I've tried to learn the difference between their portfolio, their art style, their compositions and characters, background, and my illustration work. I think it is very important to understand these children's book illustrations and what the agents found from their illustrators and what materials they are looking for. This couriering journey can be really long, but I genuinely feel like it gave me my life back and the meaning of the life as an illustrator, and I really love to have this goal to achieve. Now I'm going to end this video at this point. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and watching my video. Also, I want to say thank you to my Patreons for supporting my art. We have a bunch of digital downloads, tutorials, drawing videos. I share sketchbook spreads, project update of my portfolio and my picture book, and more. If you're interested, please check it out, and hope you guys enjoy the content that I'm going to make for March. I really hope you guys have a wonderful, lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!